Hello and welcome back to another installment of Classic Games Revisited. Today we are reviewing Top Gun, the Nintendo version. Top Gun, Top Gun, Top Gun, Top Gun. If you do not recognize the name Top Gun or the logo, that either means you're raised in a cave by wolves or you were born sometime after 1980. Top Gun, for those of you who don't know, was an instant classic movie starring Tom Cruise as Maverick, the front seat pilot of an F-14 Tomcat, and his partner in crime, Goose, was the backseat spotter, and they flew around and blew shit up. It was a movie I haven't seen in many years, but it was a hit. It was a blockbuster hit. It put Tom Cruise on the map. And subsequently, because the movie was such a big hit, they made a video game for it. Now, the first thing you'll notice when you turn the game on is that there are 8,000 copyrights secured. So this is the intro that the lawyers wanted you to see before you actually see what the game designers intended you to see as the intro screen. And there it is. Beautiful, beautiful intro screen. You'll notice it's made by Konami, maker of fantastic games. Konami and Top Gun means a lot of fun because it means you'll be blowing shit up. We have our taking off sequence, beautifully rendered. And mission 1 is a training mission. Somewhere, looks like in the Middle East. You get to select your missile of choice. I usually go with the Wolf, but I forgot that on the first training mission you can get away with the Hound, because nothing takes more than one Hound missile to blow it up on the first mission. The takeoff sequence is automated, so you can sit back and enjoy the view. And takes a couple seconds. You'll level off, and we're ready. Here's a couple planes. Let's see what we can do. And interesting choice of a training mode. I didn't know that the Air Force trained with live rounds and actually shot down their own planes when they trained, or at least planes of a friendly nature if they're training with you. Or perhaps this is a training simulator. I'd like to think it's a training simulator. Every time that the Air Force trains, they don't kill innocent Air Force cadets. I don't know. This training sequence, I don't know how long it takes to finish. I don't know if it actually finishes by timer, or if you have to shoot down a certain number of fighter jets. But that's not important. The important part is you are Tom Cruise. You are Maverick. And you are in control of your own F-14 Tomcat. And you can shoot missiles and a neat gun. Now, when you see that danger in the back, that means someone's tailing you. And if you just sway a couple, ever so slightly side to side, it seems to do the trick. Here we fast forward to the landing sequence. And the landing sequence can be frustrating if you don't pay close attention. It took me a couple tries when this game first came out in 1987 to figure out what to actually do here, because it tells you up, down, left, right, speed down, and it shouts at you sometimes, but it doesn't really specify that you have to use the A and B buttons to speed up or slow down. And true to form, they put a little physics in the game. And if your nose of your plane is pointing up and you speed up, you'll naturally gain altitude as well. Or if your nose is pointing down, you'll lose altitude rapidly. It adds a little touch of flight simulator in there, but nothing too crazy. You have a pretty liberal range. It says altitude 200, speed 288. But you can fudge it a little way on either side. And the moment of truth, we made it. If you were to miss that landing window, they show a cut screen of the plane hitting the side of the aircraft carrier and blowing up, which I imagine is not very good. Mission number 2, destroy the aircraft carrier. I chose the Wolf again. I wouldn't really go with the Hound on this one. It's just too weak of a missile. And same automated takeoff sequence. Not a whole lot to see, rather sparse landscape. Blue on top of blue. But they do introduce a new element of gameplay here. That is the ships in the water that also fire bullets and missiles at you. So you're not only shooting down enemy aircraft, but you're shooting down their navy too, trying to sink their battleships and their submarines and whatever else they can throw at you until you get to the aircraft carrier. But unfortunately, I had difficulties getting to the aircraft carrier, so we won't actually get to see the aircraft carrier. But if you persist yourself and you own a copy of Top Gun, you can give it a go and see if you can beat that aircraft carrier. I think it's important here to note that while in general 99.9% of the time there's a video game remake of a movie, it's safe to say it's utter garbage. Top Gun, on the other hand, is the shining exception. It's a beautifully rendered game, plays very well, it's interesting. There are 4 total missions. You get to see the first 2 here, and the third mission, I forget what happens on the third mission, but I know the 4th mission is pretty far out there. You actually have to shoot down a space shuttle for your 4th mission. I think the 3rd mission's over land, I'm pretty sure. And the 4th mission is over land, sea, air, and takes you to space to shoot down some space shuttle, which is a little unrealistic, but nonetheless fun to be able to say you shot down a space shuttle. What else can I say? I mean, Konami really raised the bar on how you should make a video game version of a movie. They hit the nail on the head. They made a fun, enjoyable game, and the fans of the movie were not disappointed when the game came out and they played it. So, I hope you enjoy Top Gun. I urge you to pick up a copy and shoot down some bogeys. This is Dami for Classic Games Revisited. Until next time.